Welcome guys, my name is Omid with BBQ Concepts, and today I'm going to show you how to convert your grill from natural gas to propane or propane to natural gas. This is a common question we get here on a weekly basis, and the answer kind of does vary, but for the most part you can convert these grills with the appropriate tools, and today I'm going to show you just how to do that. Alright guys, so we already took the liberty of taking a grill out of the box and putting on this work cart for the sake of demonstration, because the fact of the matter is you'll have one of these grills either out of the box being converted, or if it's in an island already, it can be done. It's very simple. So let's get right into it. This here is a Somerset Sizzler grill, and it does come with its manufacturer's orifices for propane or natural gas. So it depends on the gas type that you're doing. Typically, the most popular is going to be natural gas. So these grills will either be set up that way, or if it has to be converted, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. There's a couple different steps that go into converting a grill. First of all, you got to undo your burners and remove them. That exposes each burner, each orifice of the burner. So it's just a small little brass jet that we have to change out and make sure we accommodate the appropriate gas type. So we're going to remove our grill grates. Give us some space to work with here. We're going to remove our flame tamers, whether they're ceramic or steel. These are ceramic briquettes, and the individual divider plate as well. These just come right up and out. This exposes our area to have a nice clean work surface with. So now that we got our grill grates removed, the next step of the process is to remove our burners. First, I'd like to make an important note though, in that this grill does come with its manufacturer orifices, right? So a lot of companies do offer them. Whether they come with the grill or not is kind of based on the manufacturer, but a lot of the grills and manufacturers that we carry are convertible, some are not. So be sure to look into your grill, the manufacturer, and see if this can even be done. On the other hand, when we have these in hand, obviously it allows us to do this conversion. So let me show you how. To remove our burners, to remove these cotter pins, there's one on each burner, and honestly this is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's very easy. When you access it from the back of the grill, grab your needle nose and pluck them. So I'm going to do that for each burner and prepare us for the conversion itself. But next step is to remove your burner. You go up and out. This will expose your orifice or jet, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now that we've removed the cotter pins from the burners themselves, we're going to go ahead and remove each burner, and time to remove the orifice from the valve. So what I'm using here is a number 6 nut driver. They might vary per manufacturer, but they're going to be quite small, and you want to make sure you have some length to it to be able to get to it. So we throw this over the valve, seat it, and remove. Alright, so you guys will notice once you take your orifice out that it has a hole to accommodate the gas. This one here on the right hand side is for propane, so the hole is always smaller for propane. The one on the left here is for natural gas. There is one pro tip here, that if you guys do not have a conversion kit, or there is not a conversion kit available for your particular grill, if you're going from propane to natural gas, these can be drilled and tapped out to accommodate the natural gas. So there is another way of doing it. If it comes down to that, you guys are welcome to give us a call and we can do it for a service on that. Alright, so now that we've got our orifices out, the next step is to take the orifices for the correct gas type and put them back in. During this part, I like to put it back in the nut driver like this and go at it as straight as possible, keeping your nut driver straight, and do not over tighten. Rule number 1 in doing this, do not over tighten them, just do hand snug, because if you over tighten them, they have a chance of breaking, and they'll break inside the valve and it becomes really difficult to remove. So as long as you stay diligent and careful, go ahead and put these back in and hand tighten. A little bit more, and hand snug. Now that we've got our orifice back in, it is set up for the desired gas type. You're going to go ahead and just repeat 1 through 4, 1 through 5, whichever kind of burner that you have. And then last but not least, we're going to change the one on the rear burner, and I'll show you exactly how that's done right now. All right, so next step is for our infrared back burner. This is the infrared rear burner. It is solely for the use of rotisserie. However, it does need to be changed on the orifice when you're doing a conversion, and you typically have a knob for that. So infrared back burner, this is done on the back side, and I'll go ahead and show you that right now. All right, so this is the rear infrared back burner panel. So I'm going to just go ahead and take a Phillips screwdriver, remove these, and expose that panel. I have already loosened some of them. But typically you have a panel like this on the back. Sometimes it goes the whole length of the grill. Just as long as you can get exposure to that back panel will lead you to the orifice. And we'll find out in just a second here. You will see that the orifice itself is actually larger than all the other ones. So we have to remove that, put the new one on, and put it back. For this next step, all we need is a basic crescent wrench or the corresponding wrench size to your orifice here. But what I like to do is take it and loosen it up so when I'm able to access it by hand, I can go ahead and just back it out. All right, so this is the orifice for the back burner. I'm going to go ahead and put the new one on. So I take it out of the bag, put the new one on. This one is another one that you can really just do snug by hand. Just make sure it seats in there. All right, so now that we've got the infrared back burner orifice changed out, I'm going to go ahead and put this plate back on, and there'll be one final step to do in this. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on. One final step. Below here is the natural gas regulator. These are called natural gas regulators, but you will find them on grills that both have propane or natural gas. And depending on the type, there's a plunger in here that I'm going to remove. I'm going to flip it around for the corresponding gas type, and we'll be all done with the conversion. All right, so the last step of our conversion is to remove this plunger and flip it over. I have already gone ahead and taken off a natural gas regulator. For the sake, I'll show you this. But you'll find it on the rear grill. It is your gas inlet. Whichever way, natural gas or propane, this will be your inlet. And this will show us which other way we want to put this, whether it's propane or natural gas. What you want to do is break this free, and there's the plunger. So it says LP with an arrow going that way, and then NG with the arrow going down. What we want to do is take this, unscrew it, flip it over, and screw it back in. So now this is set up for our propane, which we're doing for the sake of the demonstration. It has gone ahead and flipped back around. You put it back into the regulator, screw it tight, and that's it. So this can be done separately where the regulator is off, or you can do it in the back of the grill. For the sake of the video, we've gone ahead and done it right here. All right, so now that we've flipped the plunger and we're good to go, this conversion is done and we are ready for usage. All right, so in today's video, we learned how to properly convert a grill from natural gas to propane or propane to natural gas. It is important to note that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and that if you are doing a grill conversion, to please be careful and know what you're doing. If you have any questions, consult a professional. We are always here to help. You give us a call, 702-872-2277. Anything regarding conversions, we might be able to help out. So I hope you guys found this video useful, and we'll see you on the next one.